good morning. Good morning, sir. Especially to you, good morning. Professor Dr. Jonas E. Olandria, sir, good morning. And to all my classmates, my co-masterments, good morning. I am Maricel R. Salvation, your reporter. In this video, my topic is all about the compute classifications and types of computers. I hope you will enjoy, keep watching, and have a great day ahead. So our topic is about the classification types of computer. First is the generation of computers. Second, we have the size of computers. Third, we have the type of computers. Lastly, we have the degree of versatility and purpose of computers. So now first, let's talk about the generation of computers. First generation computers were based on vacuum tubes. These machines were large in size, expensive to operate, and instructions were written in machine's language. Their computation time was milliseconds. So here's the first generation image, the vacuum tube. As you can see, there's the example picture in the slide. Then the second generation computers. Second generation computers were based on transistors. They were smaller in size, less expensive, and required less maintenance than the first generation computers. They used the stored program concept. Programs were written in assembly language. The computation time was in microseconds. So, sa first generation, ang iyang computation is milliseconds, while the second generation is the microseconds. Here's the example image of the second generation computers. Now let's proceed to the third generation computers. Third generation computers were characterized by the use of integrated circuits. They consumed less power and required low maintenance compared to their predecessors. High-level language were used for programming. The computation time was nanoseconds. So sa second generation, microseconds. Ang sa third, nanoseconds. These computers marked the beginning of commercial production. And here's the third generation image example in the slide. Let's proceed to the fourth generation. The fourth generation computers use microprocessors which were designed using the large scale integration and the very large scale integration technology. The computers became small, portable, reliable, and cheap. The computation time is the picoseconds. They became available both to the home user and for commercial use. And here's the fourth generation computers from the time 1976 up to 1999, the year of 1999. And now let's talk about the fifth and the last generation computers. The fifth generation computers are expected to be capable of learning and self-organization. The computers use super large computer integration, chips, and have a large memory requirements. They use parallel processing and are based on AI, or the artificial intelligence. The fifth generation computers are still being developed until now. So AI, when we say AI, consider ng like the robot, parang ingon ni Elon Musk na ang AI, yung mga artificial intelligence, like the robots or the other computers. Yes. And now let's proceed to the classification computers by types. First we have the analog computer. The analog computer is a kind of computer that represents data as a variable across a continuous range of values. Yes, the earliest computers were analog computers. The analog computers are used for measuring parameters that vary continuously in real time, such as temperature, pressure, and voltage. This computer may be more flexible but generally less precise than the digital computers. The slide rule is an example of an analog computer. In general, analog computers are extraordinarily fast since they can solve most complex equations at the rate at which a signal traverses the circuit, which generally an appreciable fraction of the speed of light. So, paspas you know. On the other hand, the precision of analog computers is not good. They are limited to 3 or at most 4 digits of precision. And second, we have the digital computers. Digital computers, which represent using digitals 0s and 1s. This computer uses distinct values to represent the data internally. The computer that we use in our homes and offices are digital computers. Digital computers can be built to take the solution of equations to almost unlimited precision, but quite slowly compared to analog computers. Generally, complex equations are approximated using iterative numerical methods. Yes. Which take huge number of iterations depending on how good the initial at the final value and how much precision is desired. Lastly, we have the hybrid computers. The hybrid computers that are exhibit features of analog computers and digital computers. So it's mean that it is a combination between the first and the second type of computer. The digital computer normally serves as the controller and provides logical operations, while the analog computer normally serves as the solver of differential equations. Hybrid computers can be used to obtain a very good but relatively imprecise value using an analog computer front end, which is to feed into digital computers' iterative process to achieve the final desired degree of precision. With a 3 or 4 digit, highly accurate numerical seed, the total digital computation time necessary to reach the desired precision is dramatically reduced since many fewer iterations are required. And here's the other example images of the type of computers. We have the typical hybrid computer, the typical digital computer, hybrid integrated circuit, and typical analog computer. Now, let's proceed to the typical analog computer. Now, let's proceed to the classification of computers by size. we have four. First, we have the computers, the microcomputers. Second, we have the mini computers. Third, the mainframe computers. And fourth, the supercomputers. Now let's talk first about the first computer by size, which is the microcomputers. Microcomputers, which are small and low-cost computers. As of today, we are using many computers at home. Is also the most common microcomputers. With the invention of microprocessors in the year of 1970, it became possible to use computers for people personally at low cost and reasonable price, known as the digital personal computers. So here's the example images. The design of microcomputers is minimal in size and storage capacity. These computers consist of many parts like input and output device, software, operating system, networks, and servers. All these need to connect to form a complete personal digital computers. This can be installed in any work area or even at home for personal use. The primary purpose of microcomputer is to keep and process the everyday tasks and needs of the people. Only one person can work in a single personal computer at a time, but in its operating system is a multitasking. The PC can be connected to the internet to take benefits and enhance the user experience. And now, let's proceed to the second size, mini computers. Mini computers, which are multi-user systems that can support up to 4 to 200 users simultaneously. So mini computers is a digital and multi-user computer system with the connection of more than one CPU, the central processing unit. Thus, many people can work on this computer simultaneously instead of a single person. Also, it can process with other accessories like printer, plotter, and others. The mini computers are also called the mid-range system or the workstations. They contain one or more microprocessors. Many computers can be used to handle the processing for many users simultaneously who are connected via terminals used in different software application development. So are the examples: the IBM AS per 400, the IBM System 360, and the HP 3000 and Prime 9755. So tablet is also example of the mini computers. Now let's proceed to the third types or the size of computers, the mainframe computers. These are multi-user, multi-programming, and high performance computers. It's a very powerful and large computer. You can get idea of its power as it can handle processing of many users at a time. Terminals are used to connect a user to this computer, and users submit their tasks through mainframe. Terminal is a device which has a keyboard and a screen. By using terminal, users put inputs into the computer and get the output through the screen. Okay, the mainframe is a highly efficient computer capable of simultaneously solving complex calculation and continuously for a long time. These computers have several microprocessors that have the ability to function the data at too high performance and speed. The mainframe is ahead of our conventional modern personal computers in almost every metric. The possibility of their hot replacement in the mainframe computers ensures continuity of operation. The mainframe computers less power than the supercomputers designed for mid to large size companies. Ruined if exposed to dust. So dali kasi sa mga daot kung maabugan. And this computer uses at banks, airlines, universities, insurance companies, IRS, FBI, and also in the government. And we have the supercomputers are the fastest and the most expensive machine. So supercomputers are the fastest computers available at any given time and are normally used to solve problems which require extensive numerical computations. They are also very large in size. These computers are extremely expensive and the speed of them measured in billions of instructions per second, floating point operation per second, or the flops. In the term of any computation capability, memory size, and the speed, supercomputers are the most powerful, are very expensive, and not cost effective just to perform batch or transaction processing. So these are specially made to perform multi-specific tasks. Therefore, many CPUs work in parallel in order these computers or these supercomputers. This function of supercomputer is called the multiprocessing or the parallel processing. A supercomputer design is complicated, like it can be heterogeneous, combining computers of different architectures and significantly surpass most existing personal computers. This made this machine as ultra-high performance supercomputers. Each part of supercomputers is responsible for its own specific task, such as structuring and solving the most complex problem requiring an incredible amount of calculations. So here's a sample of the supercomputer. So dako jud siya na. Dako siya mas taas pa siya sa tao. Nga foreigner. So here's the other example images. The classification of computer by size. We have the mini computers, the mainframe, supercomputers, and the microcomputers. Now let's proceed to the classification of computers by degree or versatility. Now let's proceed to the classification of computers by degree or versatility or the purpose. First we have the general purpose computer, which are versatile and designed to solve a variety of problems. General computers can do various everyday tasks, such as writing a word processing letters, document preparation, recording financial analysis, printing documents, creating database, and calculation with accuracy and consistency. The size, storage capacity, and cost of such computers are mainly less. The ability of these computers is limited in performing specialized tasks. Still, it has versatility and useful for serving people basic needs at home or in the workplace in the environment. For example, desktops, laptops, smartphones, and tablets are used on a daily basis for general purposes. So now we have the second classification of computers by degree or versatility or purpose, the special purpose computer. This computer which are designed to solve specific of problems. Example, an iPad was specifically created or designed to play music. So these computers are designed to perform a particular or specialized task. The size, storage capacity, and the cost of such computers mainly depend on the nature and size of the work. The functions of this computer is consistent with any particular task. The special computer needs specific and input device as well as the compatible motherboard with the processor to conduct work efficiency. These computers are used for special purpose in weather forecasting, space research, agriculture, engineering, meteorology, satellite operation, traffic control, and research in chemical science. Examples: automatic teller machines or the ATM, the washing machines, surveillance equipment, the weather forecasting simulators, traffic control computers, defense-oriented applications, oil exploration systems, and lastly we have the military planes controlling computers. So here's my references, and thank you for listening, thank you for watching, have a great day ahead.